country, it ain't no fun, no, it ain't no fun without a little bit of
Cancer.
Hello.
Dude, Russian John. Russian to the finish line John.
Listen,
Russian
I'm the one
sign.
that they sent over to get old Brittany Grines back.
Oh, yeah, you did go grab her.
She's back.
That's no fucking
I
kid.
went over and I said, leave that Marine. I'm here for the WNBA star.
Careful with that hand sign there, brother. Don't put it up
true.
too high. Yeah.
There's a wrestler who, for a while, his name's Matt Hardy, and his thing was like delete. Like, I'm going to delete the opponents.
Yeah.
And he does this. And he does like a side swipe. And I was watching wrestling the other night, and there's some dudes in the crowd getting real loose with how that salute goes.
Yeah.
Especially now that old Kanye made it, back in the news. I think people forgot about Nazis.
It'd be funny if they start calling him Craig West. He's really becoming a bit of a Craig West.
I just saw on the way over, I was trying to look up fun facts to just news stuff to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Kanye West just won Anti-Semite of the Year.
Oh, nice.
Which, one, it's hilarious that that's a thing.
Yeah.
It was on Watchdog, which sounds like an anti-Semitic thing.
Yeah, for sure.
There was like 10,000 people voted for him. I want to see who got second place.
I would like a recount. I put in a lot of work this year. And I don't
you know how mad second and third place are?
Yeah.
He came in at the end of the year.
Yeah. I've been doing Hitler shit for the
I've been
past...
shelling shit out since January 1st, 2022.
Dude, I am fucking... they got to be kind of bummed about that. But you know what I'm not bummed about? Getting brand new... Why does it...
It was almost as if it was
we're coming
planned.
off of a beginning part where you were like, hey, remember this weekend you were drunk, you were a prick, and then it's like, let's do the podcast right now. And then I want to talk about signs, and then the sign falls right behind me. Is it a sign? No, it was.
That was a sign.
I got it.
I've literally not sounded sick all day, and then we started, and my body was like, guess what?
Yeah.
You're sick again.
Yeah, we got signs, brother.
We got signs. Signage.
Gurgle it, brother.
We nice. Matt's going to ruin this one at some point.
No, I'm not. I'm going to be regular as hell with it.
Yeah, but Brittany Griner's back.
This is good podcasting.
Thank God.
Yeah,
we got her back.
Grinds is back. You ever heard her talk?
No. Does she speak?
Sounds like a lesbian.
Well,
Deep voice, masculine features.
She cut all her hair off, and everyone was like, wait, I thought we were getting Brittany Griner back, not Pete Davidson.
Yeah, dude.
That picture of her on the plane, I saw a couple people post it, and they're like, I'm going to tell my kids this is Pete Davidson. And I honestly thought it was a picture of Pete Davidson.
Yeah, they look a little bit similar. Because he looks a little racially ambiguous, and she looks big.
Yeah, he looks sickly, and she's the healthier version of Pete Davidson.
Yeah. I wonder if he can dunk probably better than she can, though.
You think he can dunk?
He's a tall, lean kid. He's like 6'4".
That's got to suck if you're 6'4"
That's why he's got a
and you
fat,
can't.
hoggy penis.
Oh, yeah, he's got a big old ween.
That's
But he
crazy.
probably also has that thing where like his wiener looks a lot bigger because he's so thin and frail.
Yeah, I think that's just what guys like us say with regular
Yeah,
penises.
I mean,
to
I
be
lost
like,
a bunch of weight
actually-
recently, so...
Yeah, I think your penis gets smaller. Your penis does store fat from what I've made up.
No, they always say from you lose weight, it's all appearance. It looks bigger.
You think it goes to your dink? You think your dink grows in size?
I think the area around your dink, the foop.
Ew, you have a fupa pussy, dude?
No, I don't. But everybody's
Pussy?
got a little cush down there.
Not I, dude. I'm
No, you just
straight
rock hard.
pelvis bone.
You
dude.
have abs around your penis.
Sex hurts so bad, dude. Just fucking cartilage bone. I have
You're like,
arthritic sex.
it's
Just
a
bone on
problem.
bone, dude. Yeah, dude, it pops. I pop, dude.
I don't know. Yeah, I had to go Russian. This hat's great too because you can do this and just instantly be Canadian.
Yeah.
So you can go to like, hey, bud.
The most likable to the least likable. You're really
That's
like
true.
going back and
It's
forth.
a very
yeah.
versatile hat. And it's my head's very hot right now, but I'm going to rock it.
You know, Canada became a country like 15 years ago.
I forget that Canada's a country a lot.
They're not actually, but they
No,
are.
but at the same time, I have no problem with Canada.
I don't like them.
What do you not like about them?
They're just trying to be us, dude. And we've been being us for a long time. And they could have been us.
I think they're aggressively trying to not be us.
No, they're trying to be us so hard. They just have so much snow, dude.
They're trying to be Minnesota. That's it. They're not trying to be the U.S. They're just trying to be the really.
It's true.
They're just trying to be like North Dakota and Minnesota, and that's it.
Damn, it's better than if there's a country trying to be New Jersey. It's just be like,
Well,
yeah,
speaking of which,
fucking right for the president.
did you
will
see
you?
the island of Jersey, which is like off the coast of France, I guess, which New Jersey's named after?
Yeah.
Just exploded yesterday. Like
Really?
a huge explosion. And that's also the island that was like, I guess the Queen of England owned that island. Like,
Yeah.
She owned it herself. Like it was
Okay.
just like her vacation island. And there's always rumors that like that's where it's all the conspiracy theories. Like that's where they traffic kids and that's where like the lizard people live.
Okay.
And it just blew up yesterday. So now conspiracy theorists are like, yes.
That's they're doing the they're actually doing the new season of Jersey Shore there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, limey, where's the
Hello.
grenades here? Right.
He's blowing up old 9s and 10s around here.
We sniffed the right line of cocaine in the bathroom.
Schnooky.
Snooky cookie, what are you doing? Are you fucking out of your mind, dude?
Yeah, you're going to
Count-
spectate the cast and not turn off the ringer?
This is a multi-million-dollar podcast.
Damn, grow
dude.
up.
What the crunch has gotten into you, brother?
I wear my best winter cap for this.
Dude, Zach got too drunk on Saturday.
I know, it was
And
embarrassing.
ruined-
He really made a fool of himself
Zach
on the
got
drive
too
home.
drunk and ruined the night. Had a good set, though. Zach had a pretty good set. I'll tell you that much.
The amount of backhanded compliments the entire drive home, you just kept telling me I should thank you for how good my set. And I did. I came off stage after having a pretty good set, and I was like, "Hey, thank you." I was like, "You definitely like opened up the crowd. Like they were pretty tight." And I should have never told you that because you just drove home with that energy the whole time. Well, you rode in the back seat with that energy the whole time.
Well, it's because sober Matt fucking hates his stand-up. But drunk Matt, after a good set, he's like, dude, who the fuck is Louis C.K., brother? I was cooking up there.
I'm realizing that, drunk Matt is usually like when people get I guess no.
Not drunk. That's I was hammered.
You went from like kind of cutely buzzed to like, I was worried you were going to throw up in the car.
Nah, that's the one thing. I won't throw up, and I'll ruin your night. I'll ruin your night verbally. I won't do like other verbally through my mouth.
Yeah.
But, I got a little fired
It was
up.
when you laid down. You laid down in the back seat, and I was like,
All the blood rushed from my...
I hope there's a bag back there.
No, I'm telling you, I would never yak. But I think you're kind of more acutely aware of it because we used to booze together at shows, and we probably just be like, man, we're just two guys having fun. Now that you're sober Sally, you're like, damn,
I'll
dude.
say it is weird now interacting with people. I've gotten comfortable enough where like I don't feel awkward when I'm sober and everyone's drunk. But you really do get to like spectate. You're like, holy shit, this is what everyone's like when they're drunk. Like, and you do get that point where you're like, man, I feel so much better than everybody right now.
I
And I'm
imagine
like,
it's
no,
easy.
you're still a piece of shit.
You're
just
saying
don't
that while
sip.
wearing that hat, though. Let's put that in context.
Yeah, that is true, dude.
I mean, I am better than everybody. Watch.
No.
Whoa.
It's the flaps,
what the
for
hell,
sure.
dude? Your
Go
ears
play
are going to be
hockey, but
warmer
it's
than
also
hell.
got ear flaps in case I can't hear you.
Is that actually open? How
There's
come
a
it
little
doesn't do
hole in the
anything
side.
at all?
Wait, amongst your other ailments, I'm going to keep on asking until it comes back. Has your hearing come back?
The hearing
in
is
your
back.
1 year?
My the glue ear. I've conquered glue ear. I'm starting a support group on Reddit.
You are clean now, huh?
Calling Elmer's idiots. I have no more glue ear. Now I just have, and I'm too lazy to go to urgent care, so I made my wife go to urgent care because she's sick too, and I was just gonna copy and paste whatever her diagnosis was.
Yeah.
Because she's like a day behind me on the sickness. She's down with the sickness. I'm over the sickness. Yeah.
Yeah, that's you clearing
That's what
the
they
throat.
diagnosed her with. They kicked in the door and they're like, ma'am, it looks like you are
It's stage 3. You have stage 3. You advanced. Wow.
stage 3. Wow.
It's spread to your brain.
Yeah, but I was like, whatever they tell you have, I'll just say I have the same thing. It doesn't matter anymore. I come here and I go to comedy shows, but I work from home. So it's like you can't call out of work when you work from home.
Oh, you sure can.
My boss is like, I know you answer emails in bed all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Just keep doing that.
I have called out of work from home a couple times, which is actually, now that I think about it, kind of hilarious.
It's very, because you didn't do anything probably, right?
I'm like, I can't make it in to where I am now.
I can't find my laptop.
I won't be able to get to where I am right now in bed to speak,
physically and mentally.
to kiss other vendors and clients as much as I do. But yeah, I've been thinking about that Saturday for the past 4 days, so I'm glad to hear it was a good time.
You earned yourself anti-Semite silver medal of the year.
What the crunch, dude?
No,
I would
I'm
never
just
say anything against my Jewish breath.
I always have to anti-Semite, like just say they don't like Jews. I always have to like think again. I'm like, all right, Semite is Jew, anti is bad.
Yeah.
Doesn't like Jewish people. Okay, got it.
So if you're
too much.
Yeah, if you're an anti-Sem, then if you're a Semite, you're just Jewish.
Because the article I read said the pro anti-Semite website, and I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think
it's for people that are against being for. I'm like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, it's anti-Semitic. They said it back because it's cool as hell was too long.
Yeah, just say Nazi.
Yeah, dude.
After a while, you get too many descriptors in there. That's the problem these days. There's like 4 describing words
yeah.
before the actual description of what it is.
Well, the problem too is like now all this stuff that's coming up, the amount of Google searches on Hitler has to have gone through the roof since Kanye started doing all this. Because you got to think like there's a whole younger generation that's only learned a little bit like in school and everything, and they're like, who's this Hitler guy?
Yeah.
And statistically, there's probably a chunk of those people that are like, oh, I agree with Kanye. I'm a fucking idiot too. I'm going for anti-Semite 2023.
Yeah. When you ask people why they agree with them and they can only provide like a point and a half, you're like, all right, bud.
Well, it's also
you
like
can't-
I feel like everyone that it's almost you could put it to like any type of hatred, but like everyone that is an anti-Semite, I feel like has never actually met a Jewish person.
Yeah, or they're thinking of the worst. I mean, that's every kind of bigotry. Is they're just thinking
They've
of
never
the
interacted
worst.
the
worst one they saw in the news, or the worst one.
caricature that their parents drew for them when they were little.
Yeah. A lot of Repub parents are probably like, these fucking.
It is crazy because I'm realizing how much stuff like gets embedded in a kid's head as they're growing up, and like other than just like the stuff she physically embeds in her head from falling.
True.
But like she cursed today, my daughter. My wife dropped something and said shit, and she's like, shit. And I was like, oh, yes, but also, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That's
the
a lot
worst
of
thing
fun.
I do is my daughter hears the word shit or fuck.
Yeah.
That's good because there's some people that are like, as soon as their kid's born, they're like, and who runs the weather and the media?
It's actually not a bad
Like,
thing. She throws a couple shits around as opposed to being like, they're all fucking lizard people.
Yeah.
Damn. Can't listen the daughter can't listen to Kanye West anymore, though, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, do you think he's going to like, in his music start getting anti-Semitic too?
He's
Or are
definitely
we going to
gonna-
find out that he always has been? College dropout is just like, he dropped out because the school was 60% Jewish.
Somebody was like running through some old songs, and he's like complimentary of Jewish people, I think. I'm trying. Somebody had a couple compilations of like throughout his.
Isn't
catalogs.
Drake Jewish?
He's Jewish as hell.
Yeah, and Drake was like Kanye's boy, right?
Nah, they had beefy beef.
They had were they ever friends?
I think they were like
They always been beefing?
We're both really famous at the same thing, so we'll talk. But they're not like chum buckets.
Has Drake come out and like made a statement?
Nah, there's a whole thing about Drake lightly alluding that Chris Paul fucked Kim Kardashian, which is a lot of fun.
Well, Kanye like announced that.
Yeah, he said he walked in on them, but then before all this came
Drake
out,
had said it before.
Drake, when he was releasing his last album, it was him and like two of his boys put on Chris Paul jerseys, and then the guy just put the caption as mental warfare. So he must have found out in like inner circles, like, yo, Chris Paul and his tiny penis fucked Kim Kardashian.
He's
And
got
he
a
was
tiny
trying to fuck
wiener?
him.
Chris
Chris
Paul?
Paul has to have the smallest dink of all time.
No, I bet
Yeah, for sure.
he's got a lot of swagger to him.
No,
lot
he's a bit of a
confidence.
prick. If you really get into it.
Most pricks probably have big pricks.
I think pricks
Or
have
they
tiny
call them
little
pricks.
dicks. No, pricks have tiny dicks.
Prick is a tiny dick word, right? You're never gonna be like, yo, look at that guy's huge prick.
Because prick's different than a bully. A bully, unfortunately, has a huge penis.
No, I think a bully is compensating for not having a huge penis.
No, I think a bully is like...
Let's go find a bully. Well, Saturday night you were a bully, so pull your
I
penis
wasn't
out.
a bully. I've thought about the things I said, and they've made me so sorry and sad. But deep down,
Having
man,
now just knowing what they are.
I've heard some of them. Which really, I'm making it sound. Was this on a fucking public podcast? It wasn't
that
but
bad.
I was horsing around, and I had a lot of fun. But anyway, Jews are questionable. No, I'm kidding. See, now we're good. I
I
didn't
didn't
take that
say
away.
anything bad, but let's get
Speaking
back
of
to the
disgraced
jam.
rappers or disgraced R&B artists, you guys hear about
Our dog,
what?
Dr. Kelly.
R. Kelly,
Yeah,
Robert
his
Kelly.
new album. Have you listened to it?
He admits it.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to any of the songs. Or he talks about, he's like, yeah, I fucked younger girls. How they gonna call that pedophile? And I was like, that's a bar, brother.
Dude, I listened to the first few minutes of the first track. Beat's good.
Oh, of course.
See, that's what
Beat's
sucks.
fantastic.
Like, and that's also like anything
Still
Kanye.
hits.
Yeah.
It's again like anything Kanye does come out with, like musically, in the next couple years, you're gonna be like, I mean, the beat is pretty good. Like,
Dude, I mean,
like it is weird that he has that mustache now, but the beat is really good.
They talk about adrenochrome is keeping the fucking politicians young. If you're making love to young girls, you're probably feeling pretty young yourself. R. Kelly dog keeping that youthful singing
Well,
voice.
the tough thing too is when you're writing a song with the word pedophile in it. Most of the words that rhyme with pedophile are positive, like smile.
Yeah. Somebody said that his lawyer, like, dropped the case or something because he's like, good Lord, this guy's so fucking guilty. I can't even come up with a
right.
public defense for it.
I can't imagine being a public defender and like you have to defend. Like, I know that like in there, one, they're like, I'm gonna make a buttload of money, so I'll do it. But to have to be like, Your Honor, after the fourth count of him pissing on a little girl's face, I'd like, God damn it, I got to drop this case.
Well, then you got to think the public defender hearing new evidence that the fucking prosecutors are presenting, and they're like, Jesus, you had to piss on him, dude? Did we have to piss on him? Like the entire time, it's just got to be more information. You're like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah, that's got to suck too, because that's always in like movies when a lawyer, they sit him down in like a room, they're like, there's no cameras, no microphones. Tell me everything you did. Like, I need to know. And just to be able to walk out of there and be like, what the fuck?
Oh my
Like,
God, dude. And then just go to bed at night.
Yeah, and if you have
Just
especially if you have a family, you
Yeah.
go home to a family,
Yeah,
and they're
your
like, "How was your
15-year-old
day at
daughter
work?"
is like, how's work, Dad? And you're like, oh, I'm defending a guy who tries to...
familiar with R. Kelly?
Are you familiar with his work?
I love that Bobby Kelly recently started calling himself Robert Kelly again. That's a bold move,
A horrible move.
but it is tough to be a 50-year-old man and go by Bobby.
Yeah. Well...
You got to be autistic.
Yeah,
You
true.
think I don't want to be Johnny? I would love to be Johnny.
Yeah, but then you'd have to work the door at Walmart. Yeah,
True.
you're right.
True.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I would crush. I'd
You
be a
would
great
be
greeter.
You are. Yeah, you got a good. You got
I'd
a
be
good
greeter of the year. Watchdog.com would vote me as greeter of the year.
Yeah.
That's how they can't vote on like mentally challenged person of the year, so they call him Walmart greeter of the
Yeah,
year.
dude.
You're like,
Yeah.
I didn't even work there.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. Okay.
That was just me stuffed up.
That's all. Yeah, you just fucking have glue nose. That's not your fault, dude. You're dealing with
That's
an
it. I
ailment.
had the glue ear migrated down to my schnoz.
I think
schnozzle.
I think the tap water is making me fucking dumb.
You
All I
drink a lot of
is-
tap water?
That's all I drink is tap water.
Unfiltered.
Unfiltered
You don't go
tap
from
water.
the fridge?
I go from the fridge, and the fridge goes, "Hey, brother, we haven't had a filter in here in a year and a half."
Oh, I didn't even check your filter light.
I'm
See,
just
that's the
sipping
beauty
unfiltered
of
water.
being a homeowner and having a responsible wife. She changes that thing out. Those things are expensive too.
The
filters, they're like
fridge one?
$50,
Dude.
I think we do like 2 or 3 a year, but we drink so much water.
But do you think I could defeat the government if I'm actually learning all their secrets that they're putting in the fluoride?
True.
I bet you never thought about
Your
that.
teeth do look great. I'll say that.
They're actually pretty yellow. I looked at them earlier today. I was pretty
okay,
upset.
never mind. I was
This
trying
is
to
just
help
a
you out.
sad Matt podcast.
Yeah, you wanna lay down on the couch and out of frame.
Yeah, I gotta take some time off here and just touch my own body, brother.
Maybe just stop drinking.
No way, dude. That's the most fun thing.
I can't.
John, you stop drinking. Look at you. You're
Dude, I
falling
can't
apart,
make a case
man.
where I literally scheduled
Yeah.
a doctor's appointment today to get blood work done because I've
Matt,
been
you need
sick
to
for
up
3
the
months.
drinking. Saturday
I know.
aside, you need to really bring it up.
If
a
I
notch.
stop
Yeah,
drinking,
you need to get like alcoholic drinking. Like you
Yeah.
gotta drink like hand sanitizer.
I need my hands to shake. I gotta
mouthwash.
fucking take a shot first thing in the morning. That'd be
You're
kind of sick.
Drinking paint thinner.
That'd be a good bit for the podcast. Is just to ruin my own life with alcohol.
Ooh,
That would
I
actually
like
be pretty
that.
good, like a segment. Like let's check in
Nick
on
Mullen
Matt.
did it the opposite. He was sober for like 6 years on from Cometown. And then just when they started this new show, he broke his sobriety for a bit and just got shit faced on the podcast and then was like going touring and everything, getting drunk. And he's like, all right, bit's over. I got to stop drinking again.
Oh, dude. Well, that could be your bit. Then.
Commitment to, if you're a millionaire, it's easy to do.
Yeah, I guess so. You can do probably a lot of things with being a millionaire. You probably don't drink tap water.
I only need $1 million. Everyone's always like, dude, if I had 7 mil, I'm skating. If you gave me $200,000 cash, I think I could be set for a while.
You get $1 million. You put that in like a decent yield thing, like 7%.
Why would you do something gay like that?
Nah, dude, do some. Can I?
Or gay
I
like
would
that?
put, John, I would put it in a high. Look, this is good podcast. I would put it in a high yield account and take 7% return every year, make 70 grand, and I'd say I'm chilling with the villains.
You're talking to a guy who put $500 in AMC way after when you were supposed to.
Yeah, you had that hat
I
on a
looked
little
at it
tight,
today.
brother.
I am down, I believe, $437.
you still own AMC.
Why am I going to sell it? What do I need that $47 for?
I went to the
yeah.
movies the other day just for you. Then
Hey, thank you.
I'm putting money in your
I did
pocket.
notice it tick up. What'd you go see?
It was actually a while ago. That Barbarian movie is probably the most recent one I saw.
Okay.
And boy, was that garbage trash. I think we
Everyone
talked
else
about it.
says it's amazing.
Yeah, but that's because I'm smarter and better than those people.
I think you have bad taste.
No, I have incredible taste.
Okay.
Don't ever fucking say that.
All right.
Crap. No, I'm trying to make you money, dude. I keep going to AMC. I keep buying candy. I keep taking little kids. I keep going, which kind of films do you guys want to see? And they go, ooh, we'll see any film with you.
Well, no, a kid's ticket is too cheap to even like affect the price.
So, yeah, I
You
only
can start taking old
You
people.
need to start
only
bringing
take-
adults.
Well,
no
elderly has
senior citizens. They get a discount
Oh,
too.
true.
Matt,
gonna
you
say
need to
it's
start
gotta-
finding adults and just buying a movie ticket.
I have to go to the movie
yeah.
with 41-year-olds.
Yeah.
There's no 41-year-old
No
discount.
one gets a deal at 41.
If there's anybody who needs a discount more to go to a movie, it's a 41-year-old. You're like, Jesus
True.
Christ, I hate the movies.
Do Purple Heart guys get discounts at movies?
Veterans, I think.
No,
so,
the Purple
yeah.
Hearts. Not veteran. I'm talking like the top tier. The ones that like
Well, I
took
mean,
a
there's
bullet.
still veterans.
No,
Purple
no,
Heart
but
or
like
not.
at the mall, they have the Purple Heart parking, which is funny because it's one spot closer than the pregnant lady parking.
Yeah, true.
That shows you our society's like, ladies, we understand what you do is absolute magic. You create life.
Yeah.
But this guy accidentally drove over a landmine and killed 11 of his
Yeah.
friends, but he survived. Like,
It's tough when she's like, look at my C-section scar. And he's like, I don't have legs. So
I have to talk through
Yeah.
this thing.
I'm going to go ahead and head into Zoomies right now if you don't mind.
I was going to Zoomies, as I do.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go get a new pair of sneaks, and I went to the mall, and I drove past the Purple Heart thing, and I was like, I mean, who's really watching this space?
I mean, I don't think this is mean.
Do you think I could look like I earned a Purple Heart?
Oh, yeah.
Right? If
They-
I limp a little?
Naeem described it pretty well that we have quarterback faces.
third string D3 quarterback. Face.
Right now, I think you could earn like the Russian equivalent or
Yes.
Ukrainian
Yeah.
equivalent of a Purple Heart. Just
Yeah,
looking like
Hello,
that.
hello.
You got to grow the beard out a little more. Though.
Welcome to Cherry Hill Mall.
You have ruble back
where
face.
all your dreams come true. We have many stores that sell American denim.
Ooh, American denim. It is
American
stretch
denim.
fit.
American denim also sounds like name of indie rock band.
American denim is just the male version of American Eagle. That's what they have. There's no American Eagle over there because they don't want
It's
to.
just Eagle.
They don't want to be patriotic as hell. They're like, it's denim. It is
Russian
jeans."
Sparrow.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on in 2-for-1 deals.
Russia can't be that bad, can it? Should
It's
we head
always
over
funny
there?
because like Russia gets a bit. I know I'm not saying Russia's good or great in any way, but the only parts of it we ever see are like the desolate, like
Yeah, of
rundown
course.
towns where the guy's like pouring vodka into his eye or something. You're like,
Yeah.
yep, that's exactly what the Kremlin must look like.
Well,
too.
yeah, and I'm sure that's not a coincidence that America's like, look at the. Isn't this place so dumb and
It's
weird?
like how like it would be like if you just showed the most bumfuck area of like Arkansas.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
were like, this is America.
Yeah, in Russia, they have like a 24/7 feed of Camden at all times.
Yeah.
They're like,
Have
this
you ever
place-
seen the United States capital, Trenton?
They're like, does this look that free to you? It does not look to me.
I went on trip and went to Kensington.
You know when fucking the Russians are using weapons from World War II to fight in Ukraine? Isn't that a fun little fact?
Are they? Is that what's still happening?
dude. Yeah, that's what they want us to
The
think,
news
brother.
stopped caring. The news was like, finally they were like, yo, Kanye said stuff about Hitler. Like,
Yeah, dude.
Finally, we could stop reporting on the Ukraine.
Dude, the news is back to the flu. I'm like, shit, nature's healing, brother.
Well, it is. I mean,
You just got mollywopped by the flu, though, so I don't want to speak.
I don't
wanna
think it
speak
was
ill
the
of you.
flu. My wife failed her flu or passed her flu test. So it was just, that was also our buddy Robbie Codes thought he had the flu. It turns out it was just strep throat that didn't affect his throat.
Oh,
He had strep of like the body. I didn't know that was a thing.
Apparently,
Neither
that
did I,
shit, it's like bodying little kids. It's killed more little kids than COVID.
Well, that's RSV, right?
I think it's like strep A, they're
I
calling it.
should know this. I have a kid.
Oh, sure, you should know that, dude.
Should I go home?
I mean, honestly, if I get sick, I can call out of work.
No, I cough that way towards the tree.
I don't have to go in- I don't
the
go-
spirit of Christmas will save you.
Yeah, but don't be careful around my tree, dude. It's Christmas
Hey,
as hell in here.
I love it. You guys got more decorations than I would have expected. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I was here last year at Christmas, and we got hammered drunk with Brendan Donegan last year
On the table again.
for like a 2-hour podcast.
Yeah.
That I wish we could look at the analytics and see when people shut that one off because it had
Oh,
to have
dude.
been like some true idiots. We know who you are. Stuck it out, but
That's a great pod if you can actually.
It was
get
a
through
good
it.
one.
The audio is a absolute
terrible.
nightmare. Is it? Well, this is we have the pre-J era where things were just not going great.
yeah, we're gonna call that PJ.
That's the PJE, pre-J era, the post-J era we're living in now. And we're thriving. We have signs. We have Russian hats.
True.
I'm being mean to my friends on weekends. Everything's going how we want
Yeah,
it to go.
things
dude.
are good.
Things are cooking up a goddamn storm.
I do like your tree. It is nice.
Yeah, I got that. I didn't get it in a cool, nice way. I got that when I was alone during the pandemic. At
Oh,
my old
that's not
apartment.
sad at all.
It was very sad.
Are all the ornaments stolen from your parents' house?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
And
I think most of our ornaments on our tree are just like, we act like they're like, oh, these are heirlooms. Like, no, we just ganked
Yeah.
these as soon as we bought our own
Oh,
place.
Oh
absolutely.
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
That's how you do it, right?
there's a lot of answers to questions. I mean, if you're wondering who the world's greatest basketball player is, it's right on that there. It tells you it's Matt Peoples.
Darth Vader.
I
see
wouldn't
it.
worry any longer, dude. Darth
Oh,
Vader.
it does say world's greatest basketball player.
You were looking for him. You fucking found him. He's been sitting here the whole time right in front of you.
This has to be on camera.
Yeah, put that bitch on the camera.
I mean, that's going on a t-shirt. That's
We're
merch
playing
right there.
basketball.
No, why don't you just hang that from your mic?
We love that.
That'll sound great audio-wise.
Basketball. I can't get there. I look like a
I
damn
I
fool.
have one very similar to that. It's a baseball glove, and it's like, Johnny's good at baseball.
Yeah, that'd be like. I wish they get one like the first time I had sex.
Do you think Kanye has one on his
What's stopping
tree
you,
that
Matt?
says,
What? Honestly, that's a
stopping
good
you?
point.
oh,
2000.
like a commemorative sex ornament?
Yeah, 2013.
You should buy one for whoever you lost your virginity to.
Yeah, just a virginity
Gift it to
with
her.
a X through it, like
That's not a bad.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
That's your
fucking-
ornament.
There's our second merch idea.
when I had it ripped out of my cold
Virginity
dead
ornaments.
hands, dude.
Yeah? Do you wish you had it back?
You know what? Maybe so, dude. Maybe that's where I went wrong.
Lost your virginity too quick?
Becoming a gross fucking sinner, dude.
Yeah.
Betraying the rules of Judea that
Under
have
the
been
eyes
passed on to
of
my
God.
that got passed on to my Catholic living.
Damn.
Dude,
Did you have to go to confession afterwards?
I was actually just talking about confession to my girlfriend who went to
confession.
public school. I was explaining it to her, and when you explain it to like a non-religious person, they're like, "What
Heathen.
the fuck?" I mean,
Yeah.
sinner. I was like, look, you can make fun of confession all you want. It's not going to be funny when you're burning eternally.
You're like, little did you know, as you sleep, I anoint you with holy water.
I bless you the entire time.
She's like, why have I been breaking out in the shape of a cross on my forehead?
Oh, I don't know, because I'm trying to fucking save you.
Yep. And now vampires come nowhere near us. So you're
Vampires,
welcome.
yeah, because garlic repels Jewish people.
And so does holy water.
Oh, that too. That's exactly right. But when I used to go to confess, are you Catholic?
Oh yeah.
Let's go. Are you Catholic?
Samesies. I went to CCD.
And you guys got confessed?
My mom
Yeah.
was a CCD teacher.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
I was a CCD bad boy. I got, you can get detention at CCD apparently. I, not even like, they said I carved my initials in the desk. It was at St. Margaret's, which is like a feeder school.
Oh, yeah.
It was similar to where you went, but they like, I guess the next day a kid came in, he was like, there's something carved on my desk. I literally like with the clip part of a pen made like a check mark, and it looked enough like a J that they were like, all right, we're going to come in here. We're going to find out who did this.
Yeah.
They were like in the area. They're like, everyone stand up. What's your name? And they were like, the one kid's like, Sean. They're like, all right, Gene. He's like, no, Sean. They're like, yeah, Gene with a J. And they're like, Billy. He's like, Jilly.
Yep.
They got to me, they're like, John. They're like, he did it.
God damn it, the J ratted you out every time.
But they also, did they have CCD at your school? Mm-hmm. We would sit in like kids'
yeah,
desks.
fuckers would steal
Dude,
all my good pens.
I wouldn't steal shit, but I would just rifle through everything and like,
Yeah.
I would just slightly reorganize shit to make people think they were going insane.
I mean, I remember at one point this guy crossed the
Right.
line. I wrote in one of my notebooks, I heart Britney, and I came out the next morning and he crossed it out. And I was like, are you out of your fucking mind, dude? You think this is going to stop me from loving her? You think I'm gonna let this one slip up stop me from loving her in 4th grade?
Damn, I remember writing things in notebooks.
Well, speaking of writing things on desks, my one buddy, for whatever reason, there was a girl in the grade above us. I won't say her name, but he, for no reason, in the back of the class on the table wrote Shannon Smith 2010 like 35 times. And our teacher just pulled us out in
Like
the
she
hallway.
was running for office.
Just pulled us out in the hallway and she was like, what the fuck, dude? And we were like, this bitch loves her name. She must have written it a bunch.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, she doesn't go here anymore. And we're like, well, the mystery continues. We got to go back. CCD kids stole my shit. But we went to confession as a kid. And I don't know if you guys remember, like, did you feel like you had to really tell them, like,
oh,
the fucked up shit you
I
were
would say
doing?
the same
second,
shit
third?
every time.
You never had, like, that obligation, like, 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade of, like, I got to be honest.
No, I think
I
because it
wasn't
was
buying it.
CCD.
What?
I think because it was CCD, it was
Okay.
it wasn't as like it was just like it was a way of them getting out of a day of teaching us something.
Yeah, it was more
Fair.
routine at a certain
Yeah.
point. So like those sacraments, like and all that stuff, it was just more routine if you did it in school.
Also,
yeah.
how have they not flavored up the body of Christ at this point?
The body of Christ is genuinely
You
delicious.
like the taste?
Delicious.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You look like the body of Christ.
So you're saying I have a heavenly body?
With
dude?
that hat that close to your skin tone,
Yeah.
you are a piece of the Eucharist
That
right
sounds
now.
like a fucking Russian atheist where you guys have
Yes.
light
Nah.
blue eyes because there's no soul behind them.
Many
dude.
time the only thing I eat was body of Christ.
Well, you guys look like huskies.
I said body
There.
of Christ. What part of the body was this?
That's a fair question.
Am I right?
Damn, if I got the ankle of Christ, I'd be like, you got to be fucking kidding
That is
me,
true. They
dude.
never tell you what part of Christ you're eating.
I'm getting hog every
Think I
time.
got taint? I didn't want Christ taint.
The cock of Christ, the COC, dude.
Christ taint looks more like a Triscuit. It's like weave.
Yeah. Well, if they're
Woven.
making the body of Christ, it should be very dark brown.
Now, do you think
True.
when
Yeah.
you eat the taint of Christ, you can get the pube of Christ in there?
It
Is that
should
a
be, yeah.
possibility?
The
Yeah,
taint-
he
yeah.
wasn't shaven. That
That's
guy was.
ultra blessed if you
Yeah.
get the pube
Yeah.
of Christ.
You think Jesus was hung?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. He was.
Jesus said, hey, how you doing, guys? We'll be here all week. Dude, if you get the wishbone of Christ, you get good luck for a couple minutes. So that's fun.
You and your friend breaking it.
And I had the bigger piece. And he's,
So wait, what would you in confession? What would you toss out there?
I remember in 4th grade, I was like, I have to tell him that I touched my own body.
Really?
Yeah.
You admitted the. Oh, dude, they loved you.
They was like, he was like, oh my God.
You were like, yeah. Why did I have to go to confession every day? They
I looked-
pulled me out of class every day for it.
I looked through that like cage thing that they were on the other side of, and I just saw him dumping wine down his body. And he's like, where'd you touch yourself?
I just remembered one. Was it Home Alone where he's in the confession booth and his dad comes to confess, right? Or no, it's not Home Alone. It's some.
No, the guy, it's the neighbor. The neighbor is in there, and he's like, God, my son's a fucking pussy. But
Oh,
I
you know
love
what
my
I'm thinking of? It
granddaughter.
was Problem Child. Did you ever watch that movie?
Sure. With
You look like Problem Child.
John.
You're ginger.
You look like John Ricker, and
know.
you're gonna die
I
untimely.
wish
dude.
my friend growing up's dad was so scary. A carbon copy of John Ritter. He would show up and people were like, oh, fuck, is it John Ritter coaching
Yeah.
Little League in South Jersey?
Yeah, dude. Big John Ritter.
But no, in Problem Child, John Ritter goes to the confession booth and he goes in there and he's like, I can't handle this fucking kid. I hate him.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill him. and problem child is in the booth. There's no priest. So I remember like as a kid just being like, oh, I can trick somebody and I'm actually in the booth.
Oh, that's actually a nice little switcheroo.
We didn't even do it in that kind of like the weird net thing. We did it in the gymnasium of the Catholics we went to.
Yeah.
And it was just, they had like one of those doctors, like dividers, like the curtain wall. And you would sit in there face to face with the priest. I was like, I thought there's supposed to be some like anonymity to this. No, you want to get a good look.
No, when I was doing it, you had at the church I went to up in Trenton, there was two options. You either went face to face, or you could choose
ass to mouth.
Oh yeah, where you
could
sit with the dude.
To sit behind the curtain. Sat behind the curtain every time.
Oh, I never got the choice.
Sometimes I get curtain, sometimes I wouldn't.
My confessions would have been way juicier if I had a curtain.
That's
I
when
always just tossed out the like, me and my sister fought 2 days ago and I lied about homework. That was always like my go-to because those were things that I did all the time. I was a terrible homework kid. Were you good at homework?
No, I never did homework. I jerked my own body. I was a bad kid, dude. And I told priest about it. And I went, I'm so sorry.
What did the priest say?
He's like,
start from the top.
Yeah. Oh, Brendan. Yeah, fuck it. No,
that's actually, I'm guiding you. You should start from the top and work your way down.
It did feel like there was a bit of restraint in his voice when he had to be like, go do 4 Hail Marys, say it real slow, and think about me when you do it. Whatever you do, just think about Father.
Keep Christ in everything you do.
Father Rick, keep Christ deep inside whatever you decide to do, Matthew. But it was weird.
What's your address again?
And where do you live? And your parents aren't home at like 4, right?
Is
Mom's
your
at work.
room the
Dad's
one
at
on the
work?
left?
Or is that's not where your big sister is? Yuck, 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 girls.
Has
right?
anyone introduced you to the pubes of Christ?
Yeah, yeah. That's actually the name of our council. We're the pubes of Christ. That's,
here, now eat your Eucharist and get out of here.
My cousin's husband bought a whole thing of the fucking Jesus and used to just like snack on them at the house, dude.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It's like watching the Eagles, like go, 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 go,
go, go, go, go. He's thinking. I mean, it's probably gonna help your
There's
love.
got to be a place we can buy those in bulk.
I think you could just get them.
sure
Amazon's
they're a
got to have them.
distributor.
Amazon. They probably
Amazon's
have
got
like
'em.
fun little flavors of it. Strawberry Jesus.
That's our third merch idea of the podcast.
Yeah, we should put our
Handsome Idiots
logos.
Eucharist.
Handsome idiots.
That
handsome.
sounds like something you'd find in a church in like Key West.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Strawberry Eucharist in the middle of all the gay bars. There is a church there with strawberry Eucharist.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
that's
church.
where flavored Eucharist probably thrives. Is gay church.
Oh, most definitely.
Gay church has to have delicious Eucharist.
Isn't that temple? What's gay church?
No, like churches that are cool for gays.
That Catholics are cool for gays. They're like, you guys can't fuck or love anybody.
Other
That's
than
all.
that,
That's
You
otherwise.
know, for them they
Everybody
got
does.
flavor Eucharist, and then they definitely got either mimosas or sangria instead of the blood of Christ is definitely sangria in a gay church.
ooh, that's a spicy one.
Yeah, it's the spit of Christ. It's tasty.
And the little the holy water when you dip it in there is actually just cologne.
Yeah, everything's just very much better.
That's Italian church. Actually, that's really Italian church.
Oh, my God.
There's just Chicar Noir in all of the holy water.
Speaking about Italians, like we got to talk about the statue. Have you guys seen the statue since it was boarded up? The Christopher Columbus statue.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What'd they do?
Unboarded it.
A judge ruled they had to unboard it.
Yeah.
Did it change?
No, I don't.
They
think
unboard
so.
it and he's like super.
When I was
flamboyant
out there, I worked that parade last year. There were Italian guys walking up to me in the news van, handing me pamphlets to be like, they're trying to make us feel guilty about our heritage, blah, blah. There's guys out there whirling drill guns in protest.
It wasn't
Oh
a
my
pamphlet. It was
God,
just a
dude.
menu for their friend's Italian restaurant.
Totally, yeah.
They're like, you see what they're doing? Also, 2-for-1 pizzas on Tuesdays.
The Chris special.
Why do you care about, why do people care that much about their heritage?
Dude, I don't give a fuck. Make it
Like,
Sylvester Stallone
if your last
Day,
name's
for
Columbus,
fuck's sake.
maybe.
Even if you're doing a 23, it's like just fucking move
Wasn't
on,
Columbus
brother.
not even Italian?
I think he was like Spanish.
wasn't he?
Or he was a.
No. He was Italian.
But he sailed for the
Spanish
he
Empire,
sailed
So he's
Yeah.
a traitor.
So this all comes back to the Spaniards.
Yeah.
The more like the bastards, if you ask me. Not the Spanish people now are totally fine. Spanish people back then, you got some questions.
Everybody had a
answered.
bad run in history at some point.
Everybody was a bit of a prick.
The Spanish
did?
Inquisition was a little harsh.
True.
When you think about it.
Yeah.
You know who didn't have a bad run in history? Canadians.
They've only been around for 9 years, dude.
But they're very docile.
Well, they're
Great,
socialists,
and you know what?
dude.
If they wanted to, they're great fighters because of hockey.
Mm-hmm.
They could do great, but they're like, hold on, they're like, I don't know, bud.
The accent, the Canadian accent,
today, bud.
sucks, dude.
It sucks until you watch it in hockey. Hockey's
Yeah.
the only time it's cool because Canadian shit talk Like, you want to go, bud? You
Yeah.
want to do this, friend? You want to get after it there, pal?
But like,
And then they just fucking murder each other.
Have you guys seen the show Letterkenny?
It's so good.
Dude,
Nah.
so there's later seasons, like it gets a little repetitive. It's all just
I love
banter. But there's an episode where they go up against a hockey team from like an area where they have like a Finnish twang.
Oh, yeah,
to their
yeah.
voice, and you can barely understand a word. I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. Like in British Parliament, they want interpreters for different Scottish people that are members of Parliament. There's Brits that say we need an interpreter. We can't understand.
Well, if you
Oh, wow.
if you let like the true Americans go to Senate in the United States, you'd need that too, because you have somebody from Boston who's got a mush mouth, can't understand someone from the deep South that also has a mush
have
mouth.
you
Yeah,
ever heard
true.
of Cajun?
Yeah,
Cajun is that one's like we don't even know what the fuck's. I think that was like
nobody cared enough to look into it. They're like, all right, you guys can have it. Cool. You're gonna float away in a couple years anyway down there.
well,
so-
Cajun was like French Canadian people met black people for the first time, and they just came up with their own fun little thing. I think it
Yeah.
was like French Canadian people got exiled from like a British territory in Canada, and they went all the way down towards Louisiana.
Yeah,
and
they
just got
introduced them
together,
to
started
really
hanging.
cool parades.
Yeah, they were like
that was
the-
awesome, like colorful.
That was Louisiana Purchase, right? So
Yeah,
they
well-
bought that from France.
They worst deal France ever made, dude.
I've been. All right, you guys both good at history. Teach me some history. I realized today I thought I knew history and I'm terrible. Just
What-
world history.
White guys have been running amok for a little bit,
Yeah,
but all different whites.
yeah.
And then the
See,
white
that's
guys.
the problem. We all look too much of alike.
Well, the fucking British people and the French people, the German people getting away scot free because they came over here and started running crazy. And they're like, it's American white guys sucking it down.
It's funny too when you look on a map and you see how small Britain really is, and you're like, they ruled the world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This ruled the world. This is like a portion of the Northeast in the United
Well,
States.
it's just other people taking it. Like Rome was owned England, and then England started to grow from there. And then they took over a lot of Europe, and then they had colonies that go all across the globe. And they
then you
found
have the
new places.
Vikings. They come down and start
Yeah.
fucking shit
The
up.
Vike
It's just-
dogs coming
yeah.
there, dude. Yeah,
It's just different iterations
Which
of
is
white
hilarious
dudes throughout
that-
Europe
Yeah.
killing each other.
I've been thinking about that for my my bit about canceling team names. I got to talk about the Vikings. How it's just like no, we'll slap it on the side of a helmet. No one that was a Viking ever did anything terrible.
yeah, just rape and pillage.
but that's
dude,
whenever you think of
That's
Vikings,
actually
the
a good
next two
point.
words are rape and pillage.
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny because they were enormous people, and they were probably like 5'9".
I think
at that
they-
time.
I think well, that's why the Minnesota Vikings are called the Vikings, because they've found like not ruins, but like evidence that the Vikings lived in that area at one point.
That rules.
So, but I think they did find, and again, this is me learning shit from podcasts.
Yeah.
Half asleep, but they did find like remains. That's the word I was looking for, of like giants.
Dude, the Vikings have to just been like, how many fucking cold places are we gonna find?
It's strange that they would pick that. They wouldn't go south like
Yeah,
live
just
in
find-
Miami. Imagine the Miami Vikings.
Well,
That's
no, they went
Damn,
from
dude.
Canada and they were like, it's got to get fucking warmer. And they
Yeah.
got to Minnesota in the
They're like,
summer and they
"Fuck
were
it,
like,
we're
oh
done."
my God, paradise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
think
Yeah,
about it.
It's amazing the Vikings had enough time to like rape and pillage because they spent so much time braiding their hair.
Oh yeah, that's gotta be exhausting. Well, they had, yeah, true. When
Imagine like you're about to fight and you're like, all right, we're going to fuck you up in Erglock. Come help me out here. Like,
yeah, true. But they had the girls doing it, so the girls probably had two options, and that's probably the better of the two.
there's a
Quick
weird
braid.
because of that Northman movie that just came out like
Yeah.
recently. There's a weird trend on Instagram. I keep getting videos of it of girls doing their hair like Vikings
Mm-hmm.
and then like putting on like the black face paint. And I was like, you understand? Right after that, they would have bashed your head in with a rock and had their way with you.
It's always funny when you get right up to the point of context where everything gets bad. Like there's so many
Yeah.
things like that. Like the Vikings, like they're braiding their hair and this and that. And it's like, then what happened?
Well, I mean, you think about like what's the next thing that's going to get canceled? Vikings got to be it, right?
I guess so.
Eventually.
Yeah, that'd be kind of sick if they did.
Or they didn't do enough damage. No, I guess they did a lot of damage, but I don't know.
I mean, Greek dudes, they were like, you guys were banging a lot of kids back in the day, and they're like,
Yeah.
look how many cool diners we own, though. You guys love
True.
diners, and we're
Like,
like,
you're
we
from
do
New
love
Jersey, you
diners.
should love
Gyros
all of our
are
diners.
great.
Now,
I'm
look,
just
if
saying.
I can get eggs and bacon at 11 p.m., I'm not gonna complain about what you
Oh,
guys used
yeah.
to do, brother.
Yeah, you get a pizza burger at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, dude,
Damn, I
a
haven't been
pizza
to it.
burger.
You never had the
Oh,
pizza
oh,
burgers?
I've had pizza burgers,
I thought you were
brother.
saying in disgust.
No, never
you get,
that.
you get some casino fries too, the gravy on them.
Clams Casino. I'm fucking going to the
Ooh,
goddamn
yeah.
Parks Casino.
It's nothing better than drinking until 2 a.m. heavily,
Mm-hmm.
and then getting to a restaurant that should never sell any type of seafood.
Yep.
and eating clams casino.
Oh, dude.
If not, it's good. They fried them.
Nah, it's okay. They fried out any of the bacteria.
Yeah.
No way I'll regret this at all.
Like the oil is the bacteria. And you're like,
Diners
you
do
just
rule.
fucking-
Even that and doing crab legs at a place like that. It's
I've
wrong.
never went
I've
that
never gone
deep.
crab.
That's
Yeah,
insane.
damn, you're a wild boy,
Oh.
dude. That's a
I've
wild
I've
task.
done it in Atlantic City. I've done it in Atlantic
That's
City.
even worse.
Dude, that's
Fair.
really bad. Like, I'm pretty sure I got hepatitis from that city.
For
You gotta-
sure.
You have to eat
For
those
sure.
on the toilet.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
They bring them to you alive, and they're like, "Go ahead, grab it from the back, do whatever weird tactic you're supposed to kill people or kill fucking crabs humanely." That's insane. Where they're like, "You can't be a dick about it. Don't rip their legs off. You want to stick your 2 fingers into their eyes because then you hit the brain right away." And it's like, "Oh, okay. I thought I was being a dick in the first place." And
They
by the way,
talk about that
crabs
with
are
like the
dicks.
humane way to kill them with a knife too. And
Yeah.
you're like, just explaining that, just the title of that tells
Yeah.
me it's not humane.
I bet you it's not humane, dude.
yeah.
But I think
also, I don't care.
I'm gonna kill a crab. I'll sit on it.
I think you should be able
Slowly.
to kill anything you can have a conversation with. Like humans too. If there's somebody that's just like not there for a conversation,
Like
done.
you'd kill a paraplegic. Then is that what you're trying to say, John?
Paraplegics can talk.
Can they?
What
They
if
just
I?
can't-
What if I'd
you can
rather?
blame-
They just can't do somersaults.
If you can blink talk to me at least, that's the baseline. If you can blink
Oh,
Morse
look at
code,
the criteria expanded now.
if you know
Old-
Morse code, you should be able to live.
old
John,
Johnny Ableism.
To be fair, I really think that it's more important, or it makes more sense. A lot of the times, the people I want to kill are only after I've had a conversation with them.
True.
Think about it.
True. I don't know. I think we should be able to kill what?
I think just any conversation I've had with somebody, I can't even worry about killing them because the entire time I'm like, God, I hope they like me. I can't even think about being mad at them because they could be the biggest fucking idiot. And I'm like, God, I hope they say good things about me.
You're like, God, at some point I'm going to end up in the backseat of their car on the way in from a comedy show and talking a bunch of shit to them.
Look,
even
John-
though I think I'm really good friends with them.
I've been thinking about this back in my head. I'm pretty sure you've gotten a little buzzed and said some things. Unfortunately, I've been equally as drunk and I just can't
And you
remember
don't
them.
remember them,
I
yeah.
just don't
See,
remember
now I
them.
have a leg up
You're
on you.
you're doing covert operations and I'm going to you in the fucking broad daylight.
That is hilarious. Not drinking is just me.
I think it was one time I was-
infiltrating
yeah.
the drunk world.
We were both hammered and you said something. I was like, I gotta remember that. That was a mean one. I remember that for tomorrow. And then just nothing.
Nothing.
Not a
Nothing
damn
there.
thing. Just old Johnny Nice Boy.
Listen, I'm just a good guy now.
Whatever, dude. That was a fun show though.
That was fun.
That's just I like doing the shows where it's all our big buddy bows.
Oh yeah, yeah. It does suck. Like it's nice when you go on a show and you don't know somebody and they do well. And you're like, all right, now I'm gonna talk to this person. They seem cool. But then when someone is on a show and they eat it and then they come and explain to you why they did bad and how
Yeah.
they normally don't do that bad.
Yeah.
And actually where they do shit. I'm thinking of one specific guy about a month ago.
I was gonna say I don't think we had that at Saturday. But
He
he's a very
walked up.
sweet
No,
kid.
no. I'm saying like at other shows, like you know, which it is nice, like meeting people. You know, for the first time at a show, you see their thing. But I'm thinking specifically. I won't even name the guy, but he came off stage and like I was just like, "Hey, good job!" Like thumbs up, like just being nice. And he just immediately was like, "Yeah, man. Usually like where I'm usually doing this at that set like crushes." I was like, "Okay." I mean, I thought you did bad. Now I thought you did terrible.
And now I know you do bad pretty often.
Yeah.
You need the people to get off stage who didn't do great. They're like, I don't know what the fuck that was, dude. I'm probably gonna head out. Those are the people who you know
That's
will
you.
be funny. Yeah, true. That's actually a good point. Well, just I can't imagine hanging around after you did bad if you don't have to.
I can't imagine doing bad.
John, everybody has a tougher set every now and often, and I might have a tougher
Not
set
when you
this
stick to the
weekend.
same 15 minutes for the last 3 years.
Who you talking to, brother? I hear
Me.
you. I got to do a half an hour for the first time on Friday.
Just do my 15 minutes and then your own 15 minutes. You know my shit verbatim.
I
so.
literally did one of your jokes last week, and it was not.
Yeah, you
not
want to hear about
best.
this? So
Not the most good. I can tell
wrote-
you were a little pissed when I was asking you about it. Not pissed, but I can
no,
tell
I
you were
kept
like
it to
not a
one
good
word
idea.
answers because I didn't know what to say. So
Yeah.
I wrote a joke day of before the High Note open mic, and he and I were talking about it in the back, and he gave me a tag that makes the joke great.
Are we losing our minds?
No, let me tell my part, and then
Go
you
ahead.
tell your part.
Go ahead.
So I went to him with the whole premise, the whole joke mapped out, and I'm giving you credit. You gave me a tag that I was like, okay, that is that makes this a joke. Without this tag, the joke is it's stupid and not fun to do. So I went up and did it, and it went very well. In a room where there was like barely anybody left, but they were listening. And then the next night, I'm laying on the couch. Matt's at an open mic, and I get a text, and it's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you." I was like, "Oh God, what's this gonna follow?" He's like,
Yeah.
"I'm about to go on stage, and I'm gonna do that joke you did last night, unless you don't want me to." And I was like, "What do I say to that?" So I was like, "It's up to you, man. I don't know." Like,
I was like trying to really be like, you could just be like, nah, don't do that. And I'd be like, all right, makes sense.
yeah, but a part of me wanted you to go up and bomb with it.
And you
too.
knew, and I think you probably deep down knew I would. And it did. And I
And
went
also,
up there.
I was thinking too that if I had said yes, the joke probably would have landed. But me saying no I think made it bomb because somewhere in the back of your head as you were doing it, you were like, because the reason I said it to you was I was like, there's probably people at that mic that were at the mic the night before.
Yeah.
And they're just going to see you do a joke that I did well with.
Yeah, I think there might have been a little bit of that.
Like 6 minutes later, I get a text. It's like, yeah, it didn't go good. It's all yours.
Yep. Yeah. It was not.
So was I accurate in my description?
Yeah. Okay. It's not a bad recounting. But
Sometimes you just got to try it on, though, right?
Sometimes you just got to try your friends' jokes, and that's just how comedy goes, brother. You just got to give it a good.
That's all that Carlos Mencia was doing.
He was literally just like, God, I love my friends.
That was
dude."
literally it. That's all he was doing.
He's helping them punch up their jokes.
God forbid a man of fucking Hispanic descent tries something new, you racist
Yeah,
pigs.
listen, everyone wants to jump on the side of Joe Rogan. We all know Matt's opinion on Joe Rogan. He hates him.
We have it well documented.
No, we
Many
don't. We have it
podcasts have backed
removed from the
Carlos
episode.
Mencia. Maybe we're going to be the first podcast to back Carlos Mencia.
That's definitely a winning move, I think. We need to get in front of this
Dude,
right
We're really
now.
setting the table for we're pro Kanye, pro Mencia.
No. Say his name. We're pro Yee.
Is
Pro
it
Yee.
Yee or Yay?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know the
Yee?
pronunciation.
Ye's very fucking old English. We speak unto ye, for the Jews are the causation of all world problems.
I feel like it was a yay. It would have like an accent mark over the E.
ye. I mean, they have it a little bit in Christmas. You always see that where like ye old
Yuletide, a little bit of that.
Yuletide carols.
There's
on
a lot
an
of
open
Christmas words that I
fire.
don't like. What's
They're
Yule?
fucking totally making that
What's
shit
Yule
up,
and
dude.
Tide?
Yeah, okay, bro.
Isn't
Yuletide.
it Yule is a type of log, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
Or
yeah.
did they just throw Yule in front of log? It was some guy who was trying to market logs, and he's like, "Hey man, we are not selling these in December. What do you got?" And he's like, "We tossed Yule in front of
That
it."
was just the guy quickly answering your question about fucking laundry detergent. He's like, "Which one do I use?" He's like, "You'll Tide."
It's just like a seasonal log. Is like like
Okay.
a seasonal dessert or some bullshit.
Yeah, it's-
like
I
that.
mean-
the only thing that's seasonable about it is like the topping. The rest of it's just fucking cake.
Yeah, do you want a
I mean-
Yule? Nah, I'm full, man.
How about this?
Full of Yule.
How about this world? If the food's good, it's not seasonal. I want to have it whenever I want to have it.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
saying that to the world. I'm saying
What
that to
would
the
be a
Canadian
seasonal
government.
food that you think should be year round?
Stuffing, pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie? You're gonna eat
He's
pumpkin pie in
literally just
July?
listing stuff at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to sit on my porch
Matt sitting at a pool, sitting next to a pool
with a warm pea pie doused in
and a
whipped
glass
cream.
of eggnog. Just fucking, you're getting loose on the nog.
Stuffing and cranberry outside 90 degrees in summer.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm going to
poolside.
fucking...
You got a parfait that is pumpkin pie,
Just a gravy.
cranberry sauce, stuffing.
I'm gonna fucking be sitting out with an unbuttoned short sleeve shirt, and you're gonna watch pumpkin pie filling fall into my chest hair, and I'm gonna go Southern Lovin' had me a blast, and you
As
guys
you
are gonna
fall
go
into the pool to watch the
So I
pumpkin pie off.
fucking pull a gun out of the back of my shirt and fucking end this life, baby. Now we're talking $1,127 to fix my front axle. Suck my cock, baby.
Damn.
Let's go.
That what if your final meal, your requests were just all the seasonal foods at once?
Yeah.
You're on death row. Like,
That
what do
way
you
they
want?
have
He's
to
like,
extend
I'm
my
gonna
trial.
start with a big old order of eggnog.
Yeah, but they're still playing by the lizard people rule, so they'll keep extending my trial so I can get to every season to have the food.
Oh,
So if it's like
true.
fucking March and I'm like, I will be having some
Yeah,
kind
they're
of
like,
Christmas
we can't
pie.
kill him. We literally can't find cranberry
They're like,
sauce.
we cannot. Nobody has stuffing, and he doesn't want Stouffer's. He's adamant about that.
What are I'm trying to think of other holiday treats.
I mean, there's like
Watermelon doesn't seem much winter time, but that's because it's when it's grown. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's mostly summer.
I think of watermelon. I think of
Yeah.
like 4th of July.
I'll pop a little summertime, wintertime watermelon.
It's never as good though.
Yeah, I mean it's not. Yeah, it's like tomato.
I feel like by the time I get to that part of the year, I've already forgotten what it tastes like. So it could be worse. It could be better. I don't have the frame of reference anymore.
It is
Yeah.
fun to remember what treats taste like when you're like, what does watermelon taste
Oh,
like?
dude, that's my fucking autism. I'll forget about a food and then I'll eat it and I'm like, I'm only eating this for the next 4 weeks and then I will never touch it again.
Oh, totally.
I'm like every day, dude.
The next grocery trip, I just come home and then I'm like, oh, great. I got a whole bunch of Oikos yogurt that
Yep.
I'm not
Oh,
going to
yeah.
eat. It's going to go bad.
Dude,
Throw it away.
I manhandled Honeygrow for like a month and a half. I fucking went into a small credit
It's
card debt
so
from it.
good, but so expensive.
Oh, dude. And then by the fucking 7th week in a row, I was like, oh, just spitting out egg white noodles.
I got so lazy the other day. I ordered Grubhub from a restaurant that is a block, 2.5 blocks from my house.
Yeah.
And it came up they were like, you want to pick this up, right? And I was like,
Yep.
slide that toggle right to delivery.
It's elite level laziness when your DoorDash, your food has been picked up, your food is approaching, is the same notification.
Oh, yeah. Well, in my defense, I had to do it because I was home with my daughter. She was sleeping.
Yeah.
Now, I could have just cooked food.
Yeah.
But that would have involved getting off the couch.
And
so
that's just cooking is just like so hard.
I'll get in waves where I like doing it.
Nah, I've
But then
never
I
done
hate it most of the time.
Nah, it's just like putting it in my little.
Have you ever
mouth.
cooked anything?
Yeah, I made a meal for
Toast
my.
doesn't count.
No, I've never cooked it. No,
Wow.
I made a delicious treat, a chicken parm meal for my beloved
Okay.
about 2 months ago.
Now, did you do the breading
and you're
yourself?
still riding on
I
that?
fucking egg that. I was in there like.
I was saying, yeah. Now, did you went from like scratch, right?
Yeah, dude, I was with raw eggs, just
Killed the
sucking
chicken?
it off my fingers. She was like, "You're gonna get salmonella," and I was like, "Don't you like that?" And she was like, "Why?" Because I'm just
Sexually
rubbing,
deep-throating
just
salmonella
rubbing
fingers.
raw chicken and touching my own body, dude. Girls love it when you cook like that.
Yeah.
When you make cooking
Did you
look
cook
like a
in front of
pottery
her, too?
class,
She watched you
yeah,
cook?
and I did a bad job. She was like, literally, there's no way you can fuck this up. And she was like, mix the batter. So I put a whole egg in all the breadcrumbs. And she was like, what are you doing? And I was like, this is hard.
It's so fun to think of like in the ideal situation, she could barely contain herself because you're doing it so well.
Yep.
But what really happened was you going, fuck, like,
Yeah.
and not having half of the ingredients.
When you're a real guy, anything that you think your girlfriend will be or wife will be attracted to you doing, you'll fuck it up somehow and make it less.
oh yeah,
I had a great set doing stand up in front of my girlfriend, and then I was like, I'm drunk, buy me McDonald's. And she did. Sometimes you just gotta fucking take the G with the B,
You
dude.
get to witness a funny thing too, because so Matt in his series of his written material, which is good, I like it, it's enjoyable. He messed up and he presented himself as if he was currently single. But he rode through it fine, like in the joke and everything, and it went well. So afterwards, we're all standing around, and I was actually talking to Matt's girlfriend, and Matt's like off talking to audience members. And I look over, and there's these like three girls kind of like giggling in the distance from Matt. And I was just like, what are they doing? And I look over, and the one just like nonchalantly like is looking around and then just strikes a pose next to Matt as he's looking in the other direction, talking to these people.
Oh yeah, somebody took a photo of me.
They were like three girls all took turns taking selfies with Matt.
Without Matt being part of the
They could've
selfie.
just asked for a
or even
picture.
being aware, right? You would have been flattered.
I've taken pictures, and
but
it's
I think
very
that would
nice.
have led to them also trying to pick you up because they didn't realize that literally 3 feet away from you was your girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean, I felt cool when I heard about it because I only saw the one, but I didn't know there was a series of them.
It was fun.
Ask for I'll take a photo.
But guess what? That didn't even result in a shit. They're probably not even following this podcast, or they are, and now you feel like a real idiot, don't you?
Yeah, I wish you guys
Welcome
would
to the gang.
subscribe because we need money. We need a little money for everybody's front axle. I'm getting everybody. We're doing the Oprah. Everybody's getting a new front axle.
Oh, that'll be our Patreon tiers when we started. It'll be like $1 gets you whatever, $5, $10,000 you get a free axle.
You get one free axle on one side of your
You
car.
pay for the equivalent of 10 axles.
at a significant markup. Let's
Yeah.
from for the handsome axles.
Durag and the Deer Tag has it. They have a $10,000 tier where it's like we will come and do a podcast with you. It's basically what it is.
I would do. I mean, if we had a $10,000, I'll kiss you on your mouth.
I'll do that for $3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't need a lot of money. Very honest. It was $3. You mean $3,000 or $3?
Yeah. Also, to all the listeners of Durag and the Deer Tag, all you have to do is just have a podcast. They'll come do it. They're awesome dudes.
Yeah. And also follow us. We need just everybody to get down
True.
with the sickness.
Oh, it's okay. I know Matt is on top of the Patreon account, right, Matt?
I'm deeply on top of it.
Oh, I
We
know,
should
yeah.
talk
I was on
about
top
when
of
we're
the
gonna start,
YouTube.
'cause-
I was on top of the Patreon.
Dude, you nailed YouTube. You
I
did.
nailed. I
You nailed
knocked
it.
YouTube out of the. I
You
remember
made
doing.
the account, Matt. That's what mattered, man.
I remember doing YouTube, and I went, "Boy, am I doing YouTube?"
They're gonna start calling it Matt Tube. I'm
They
doing
might
so good.
start calling it Mad Tube, dude. They're gonna start calling it Orange Tube and Ode to Red Tube because I have red hair. I fucking hate myself, dude. I can't do a half hour. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
This
what are you
guy's
gonna
a-
talk about?
Hey, what's up, everybody? You know, you guys ever get drunk and get me and your friends? You know, my car's falling apart. How about that, John? Is that my new act, brother?
I would love if you're like 15 minutes in, you're like, all right, you guys enjoy the 15 minutes? I'm going to run it back just a little drunker. And you just start chugging drinks.
The thing is, I very easily have like 20. But then
Yeah.
just knowing I got to get like 8 to 10 of like, it's got to be
Got it. You
just.
did, I saw you do 25 before.
Oh, yeah, you did have
We did. We
We're
both
good.
did 25 to 11 people
Yeah, we'll be all right.
that were there to see the guy
I watched
after
you
us.
both do crowd work in Top of the Pops in. All right, I don't want to hear nothing.
True.
You can
Yeah,
get
we did
through
like
that
20
set.
there too. What the fuck am I bitching about, dude?
No, you
Yeah.
should be nervous. You should be very scared.
No, everything's
I
gonna
don't want you confident.
Everything's gonna
Can't have you go in there thinking you're good. Come on. You're very self-deprecating.
Yeah, I'm a pussy idiot.
Yeah. We're 1 hour already. Jesus
Holy
Christ, we haven't
shit.
even said anything yet.
Yeah, well, did you guys like our guests today?
Yeah, which by the way, our two guests will get rescheduled. They're lost. This is episode 69,
Oh, that's a fun app.
which would have been the perfect episode for those two fellas.
Two in the pin,
And
yeah.
you know what? We're not even gonna. Well, you already
Well, no, he didn't say it.
No,
Well,
we're going to call this episode 68 and a half.
Okay.
That's what it's
good.
gonna have
Then
to
next
be,
week,
yeah.
actually, Sunday's episode that
Actually,
we're
a better
recording
69 is on.
coming up.
Yeah.
We'll easily call this 68 and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that I
this
agree.
is 68.5.
Oh yeah. We screwed up a few times probably. Well, by we I mean me.
It's very funny that we had last week, we had Naeem on a much bigger podcast than us. And then the person we're hopefully having on in the next one was on the biggest podcast on Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
Like a week ago.
Yeah.
We're the sloppy second podcast, dude.
I'm totally okay with that.
I'm okay with that. I can
We're
live
the
with that.
fucking
yeah, I
good
think I've
luck
lived my
Chuck.
life as that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have
I'll
gotten
take
laid in college otherwise. Look at me.
Amen, brother bear.
You just helped a lot of girls move stuff in and out of their dorm, and they were like, "I guess I have to fuck them."
I'll move one more thing in and out of your dorm, sweetheart.
I was the third option. If nobody answered, I was better than nothing.
Dude,
You know
look,
what? Better than nothing is better than nothing.
I
you know
thrive
what I mean?
on better than nothing.
You were the top. You were the Tobias Harris of fucking college pussy, dude.
Hey,
you
it
were like,
works.
you're not always gonna need me, but one game when everybody else is out, I
Yeah.
can step up and give you
I'm
20.
gonna be good for
Hey,
you.
man's got to eat. Man's got to eat. Everybody's got a rock bottom. I'm just happy to participate.
I'm happy to cushion your fall, sweetheart. That's all that is. Welcome to the fucking Thunderdome or whatever that place is.
That's what you say every time you start sex.
That's exactly
I'm
what
pretty
I say.
sure I would not have gotten laid if I tried saying that.
No, I say
They
welcome
would
to the
have left
Thunderdome.
my dorm room.
You got to start. You got to have a welcome to the Thunderdome, and then I ended it with sorry about the Thunderdome.
And then you end it with, "Do you take cash or?"
Yeah, can I Venmo you? But can I just make like the transaction thing like an eggplant because it's funny.
It is funny when like my wife and I will Venmo each other stuff like back and forth. Like I bought dinner the other night and she was like, "You've bought dinner the past couple nights, like takeout," and she Venmoed me the same amount. So I always jokingly be like, "Was this for food or like
Or are you buying
or
narcotics?
yeah?" No, I meant like I'm gonna have to perform better sexually now.
Ooh,
Toss some $46 at me.
The old
it is a
financial
hell of a
incentive.
tip.
I gotta wear some lingerie or something.
Why don't they make lingerie for dudes?
They probably do.
Put some lace over my penis.
Dude,
Actually, not
Dude,
bad.
yeah, there's got to be.
let's look it up.
Another T-shirt idea? Panties.
The good thing is it's already on Kanye. So when Kanye put out the clip of him, he had a mask on and I saw it earlier and two eyes cut out of it.
Yeah.
And he was like, I might be autistic.
Oh yeah,
Was that recent? Or is
yeah.
an
I think
older
that was
clip?
not too long ago.
Because that explains it all.
Yeah,
He's just saying autistic things.
for sure.
Yeah.
And he's the
solved
savantism
it.
with the music.
What do you think
And then-
lingerie for guys is?
I don't know how to spell lingerie. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's like lingerie.
Lingerie, yeah.
Yeah. That's what the
Lingerie
funny
for
thing you would always
guys.
say to girls. You say, "I'll buy you some lingerie, sweetie pie poop."
She says,
pump.
ew, who are you?
My little-
all right,
little-
so I found Candyman fashion.
That's the first thing that came up for me too. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
It's
this
just
is-
a lot of Chippendales-esque stuff.
Oh, I need it to be like heterosexual. Not that there's anything wrong with
Yeah,
gay
what
guy
would
lingerie.
straight dude lingerie? It has to
Yeah,
have
what
like
would
an
that
Eagles
look like?
logo on it.
Straight to lingerie is just like losing weight.
It's a thong that just says "Go Birds."
Just like making your own body look better.
Oh, there you go, Matt. That's masculine.
I'm not mad at that. I'll throw a peg on there. I'll double dick.
Oh, here we go. That's very masculine for you.
I'll 100%.
I can't wait to forget to close this out on my phone and my wife just be like, who's this for?
Who are
Honey,
these
I'm
hot-bodied
flattered,
studs?
but
Trying to spice things up here. I need a negligee.
You're like, me and Matt are doing a bit for the podcast. We're gonna buy lingerie for each other.
Episode 69 on Sunday. We should just show up while having guests. You and I are just in robes and then we sit down like, all right, we take it off. Fully
I'm
lunged
gonna be
out.
in my place. I'm gonna be wearing my robe.
Nice.
You guys can't address it the entire time.
It's our producer. He just
Yeah,
wears
you're going to
robes.
go
Don't worry
nothing
about
under
him.
the robe.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the
Nothing
old
with the
people.
Crocs on, Crocs and a robe. That'll
Crocs
be
and
it.
robe.
Crocs and robes. The fucking Jay Sterone story.
Crocs and robes sounds like a law firm.
Yeah, dude.
Here with Crocs and robes.
We decided to take on the R. Kelly case for a higher profile case. We are confident.
We are here to represent Yay.
Yay. I don't like you guys at all.
You guys are doing your best Semitic voices. You realize
Yeah.
that? I mean, they're
We're
pretty
pro-Semitic.
respect.
We are very pro-Semitic.
Oh,
Just out of
absolutely.
respect. Imitation is the highest form of
Do
flattery.
you think anyone's going to make a yadel and it's a dreidel with Kanye's face on it?
There it is. There it is, dude. That'll really make it touch the sky.
And it needs to have different pictures of his face on
Yeah.
each side to
Yeah.
designate numbers, etc.
Nah, make like a doll and pull it, and it's like, I'm autistic. This is a Kanye doll.
Gay fish.
I'm a gay
Gay
fish.
fish, yeah.
True, he's a gay fish. He loves fish sticks in his mouth.
All right, I think we ran out of gas. What do you got coming up?
Fucking 9 hours of stand up this weekend.
God damn, I can't stop coughing. Probably 'cause I'm still sick.
Well, we're coming to the end of the year, everybody.
Ooh.
The year's wrapping up right before our eyes.
Maybe we should have did a year-end type of show, but we're not smart people.
We will have more time.
There's
Probably.
time.
Yeah, true.
We got 2 more episodes.
Oh, I also love that the 69th is going to be our Christmas extravaganza.
It's a big one. It could be a real turning point.
Yeah.
Instagram's making moves. YouTube's got a ton of subscribers.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, watching this, tell your friends.
Tell 'em.
Just they don't gotta actually watch. Just tell them about
Just
it.
go like this. Go to
Just
watch.
put it on in the background. Let it play
Go
in
like
the
this.
background while you're doing chores.
You want to check out a new podcast?
Yeah. Hey, you sick of all the other podcasts you listen to?
Check out a newer
Hey,
one.
did you ever get to Thursday or Friday and you run out of podcasts? Guess
Well,
what?
What if we upload
These guys
one-
usually don't put it out till like Friday afternoon.
literally
anyway.
the most
If
like
that.
4.
Yeah. Sometimes Saturday at like 9 a.m.
You ever sitting alone at 7 p.m. on a Friday and you're like, God, I wish I could listen to an hour of 2 guys talking.
Like, man, I don't have friends. How can I?
How can I simulate friends?
We're here for you.
Yeah.
Is what we're trying to say.
We don't do this because we want to do it. We do it because people
For the
need it.
people.
It's a calling.
It's a calling, and it's a colony, and we're growing, and we're imperialistic. We're the imperialistic podcast. We are the Manifest Destiny podcast, dude.
All right.
Hey, now relax, there, folks. Anyway, speaking of, I'm going to be at Glenside tomorrow. I don't know. I think it's like Parks Casino or near Parks Casino. 8 p.m.
That's just gonna be out gambling.
Yeah, Tata Tuesdays. Doing a little spot on that bad boy.
Oh, nice.
And then, thanks. And then on Friday and Saturday, I'm going to be in Hamilton at a Pizzeria Uno performing my art for 30 minutes.
Literally my high school hangout spot.
Really?
Nice.
Are you serious?
Yep.
We can
How
address
is the
that in
place?
the next episode.
It's not bad. The bar area is all right, but it's crowded.
That could be good or bad then.
No, but it's a good spot though.
but do you get free pizza?
I hope so. I love a deep dish.
That'd be great. They do have a good deep dish.
like
So
deep
if you
dish.
want some of the best pizza in the state, it's across the street at a place called Di Lorenzo's. That was one of the biggest, most famous pizza places in Trenton, and naturally they moved out of Trenton.
Oh.
So that's where they went.
Oh, I'll fucking get a
Literally
slice there
across
after.
the street. It's in an old Bob Evans. They just bought the building,
Nice.
reamped it.
I love when old buildings become something new, like an old Wawa that's a doctor's office now, but they didn't change the facing of the building.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, I know that cobblestone wall. That's a Wawa.
That's a wow. Or that used to be a Burger King. That used to be, that used to be a
Pizza
Wendy's.
Hut south of here that's just called the Liquor Hut.
The Liquor
now.
Hut. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, there is.
Dude, no, the best part is that Bob Evans, you'll go in, you'll see the countertops. It looks like a Bob Evans. First job, 15 years old, bussing
Nice.
tables.
No
washing
kidding.
dishes.
I was a
Old
big
Baby
Bob
J.
Evans fan.
Yeah, man.
I
Baby
was a
J.
big BE fan in college. We used to hit up the B&E.
Never been to one, but I'd love to check it out.
Yeah, you can guess what it's like.
Yeah,
It's an IHOP with Eggs Benedict. Based.
Yeah, it's an edgier IHOP.
I think that's an
It
IHOP.
says the N-word.
It's an N-hop. What are you doing in terms of
I
stand-up
got
comedy performances?
Wednesday night. This will probably come out after that, but the Punchline Showcase show. So that'll be a fun one.
When is that? Next Wednesday?
This Wednesday, 2 nights from now.
Oh, I'm gonna
wow.
come.
Yeah. So that, and then I'm gonna go see Dan Soder on Friday. That'll be cool.
Ooh.
And then Christmas. I get stuff in January, but
Yeah, we'll
I
get
just had to back out of a Tony Viagra gig. You know how that goes.
rock hard.
I guess I should look up things I have. I do have things.
We
I
got
got
things to
stuff.
jam.
I don't know.
Some Janny
But
dates.
Monte Comedy, you can find it on there. And yeah.
Matt Peoples Comedy, Ron DeSantis 2024.
No fun without a little bit of-